Hi students, good morning. Today I am here with question number 51, page 2.86. This question is slightly different from other question because here divisible profit is divided among the partners in different ratio. Okay. Now let's see. Before that, let's summarize the question. There are three partners A, B and C. The capital 50,000 A, 50,000 B and 1 lakh C. Current account balance is given, that is rupees 10,000, 5,000 and 2,000 debit. Current account balance is given means they are maintaining fixed capital account. Then interest on capital 10% per annum. Salary is only given to C, that is 12,000 per annum. Then net profit is given 1,72,000. Then it is given profits were to be divided as, that means divisible profit. After doing all this adjustment, whatever amount we are getting, that divisible profit, the first 20,000 in proportion to their capital. That means capital ratio we have to calculate 20,000. Then the balance next 30,000 in the ratio of 5:3:2. Then after dividing this 2, that is after distributing 50,000, if there is any balance, that will be shared equally among the partners. Equally means 1:1:1. So this is the summary of the question. Now let's solve the problem here. You have to prepare profit and loss appropriation account for the year ended, date is not given, then debit, credit. Okay. First and foremost thing is that we will transfer this net profit to the credit side by profit and loss account 1,72,000. Okay. The next, as you know, we have to write two interest on capital. Okay. A, B, C. A's capital is 50,000 into 10 upon 100, 5,000. B's also same 50,000 into 10 upon 100, 5,000, and C 1 lakh into 10 upon 100, that is 10,000. Total interest on capital 20,000. Next, salary, that is per annum is given, that means we will write only 12,000. Then no other adjustments are given, we have to calculate the divisible profit. 1,72,000 minus this 2, that is 32,000. So the difference will be 1,40,000. This 1,40,000 will be distributed in this way. First case, 20,000 in proportion to their capital. That means we have to calculate the capital ratio. Okay. How we will calculate the capital ratio? First is that we have to write the capital here. So we are having the capital here. A's capital is 50,000. So first and foremost thing is that we have to calculate the capital ratio. Here A's capital is 50,000. B's capital is also 50,000 and C's capital is 1 lakh. Okay. Now what we have to do, capital ratio, common 0 you deduct it. Okay. Rest amount is 5:5:10. Again we can divide this, it can become 1:1:2. Okay. So what is the capital ratio here? 1:1:2. Capital ratio is 1:1:2. So first 20,000 will be divided in their capital ratio. Now let's see here. Our divisible profit is 1,40,000. Okay. This 1 lakh, out of this 1,40,000, 20,000 will be distributed in their capital ratio. We calculated it, that is 1:1 is to 2. That means A will get 20,000 into 1 upon 4, that is 5,000. B will be also getting 20,000 into 1 upon 4, that is 5,000. Again C will be getting 20,000 into 2 upon 4, that is 10,000. Okay. Now next, here it is given, next 30,000 in the ratio of 5:3:2. Okay. Now this 30,000 will be divided among the partners in the ratio 5:3:2. That means A will be getting 30,000 into 5 upon 10, here 15,000. Then B will be getting 30,000 into 3 upon 10, that is 9,000, and C will be getting 30,000 into 2 upon 10, that is 6,000. Okay. Now the remaining balance, that is remaining profit, to be shared equally among the partners. So now we have to see what is the remaining balance. Our divisible profit was 1,40,000, 20,000 and 30,000 are divided in different ratios. Now the balance 1,40,000 minus 50,000. What is the balance here? 90,000. This 90,000 will be divided among the partners in equal ratio, that is 1:1:1. Okay. That means A will be getting 90,000 into 1 upon 3, that is 30,000. B will also be getting same, that is 90,000 into 1 upon 3, 30,000, and C will be also getting the same amount, that is 90,000 into 1 upon 3, that is 30,000. So here 1,40,000 is divided among the partners in different ratio. When such conditions are given, first we will divide the profit in different ratio among the partners. Here we have divided the 20,000 in 1:1:2 capital ratio, then 30,000 in given ratio and 90,000 in equal ratio. Now next is that we have to do the total of the profit. Here A will be getting 50,000. Okay, 5,000 plus 15, 20 plus 30, 50,000 here. B's total profit will be 9 plus 5, 14 plus 30 here, 44,000. Then here C will be getting a profit of 46,000. Okay. So till now what we were doing, we were dividing the profit among the partners in their profit sharing ratio when single shares are given, profit sharing ratio is given. Now when different ratios are given, first we will calculate that in different ratio, then that total will be transferred to profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. So A's profit will be 50,000. B's profit we had calculated, that is 44,000, and C's profit is 46,000. Then we will do the total here, that is 1,72,000. 1,72,000. Okay. So in this way we have to calculate the profit when different ratios are given. Okay. Now here I am also explaining how to calculate the opening capital. I hope you had learned the formula which I had messaged you on Saturday. Okay. So, interest on capital is always calculated on opening capital. So, whenever in the question interest on capital is given, the first and foremost thing which you have to notice is that which capital is given, whether opening capital is given or closing capital is given. If opening capital is given, directly you can calculate the interest, but if closing capital is given to you, you have to calculate the interest on capital, on opening capital. So, we have to calculate opening capital here. Okay. So, here I am having the question number 28 of T.S. Grewal, page number 2.83. The question it is given, from the following balance sheet of long and short, calculate the interest on capital at the rate 10% per annum for the year ended 31st March 2020. Balance sheet is given and the date is given 31st March 2020. That means the amount which you are having is at the end of the year, that means closing information is given. So, you have to calculate the opening capital. Okay. So, in the question it will not be given that it is closing capital, the date will be mentioned there. If date is mentioned, you have to see whether it is of end of the year or beginning of the year. 31st is given, means it is end of the year. Okay. So, in the question longs capital and short, there are two partners, long and short. Their closing capital is given 1,20,000 and 1,40,000. Then drawings, long withdrew rupees 40,000 and short withdrew rupees 50,000. Okay. Then their drawings is given. What is our formula for calculating the opening capital? Closing capital plus drawings minus profit. Okay. So, we had written the closing capital here, we had added the drawings minus profit, less profit. Okay. Here in the question it is given profit for the year was 1,50,000, out of which rupees 1 lakh was transferred to general reserve. Okay. So, profit was our 1,50,000 and from this we had transferred to general reserve. Okay. General reserve, what amount? 1 lakh we had transferred to general reserve. So, the balance our profit is 50,000. So, this 50,000, since no ratios are given, we will distribute that among the partners in equal ratio. If ratio is given, we will divide this profit in the given ratio. So, 50,000 profit, 25,000, 25,000, that we have to deduct. Okay. Your formula, closing capital plus drawings less profit. So, here we have to deduct the profit. So, after adding drawings we got 1,60,000, here 1,90,000. Then we have to deduct the profit. Deducting the profit, the opening capital which we got is 1,35,000. So, this is your opening capital and you have to calculate the interest on this capital. Okay. So, we got here 1,35,000 and 1,65,000. Then we will calculate interest on capital, 1,35,000 into 8 upon 100 and 1,65,000 into 8 upon 100. This is your homework. Calculate and write the amount here. Okay. So, in this way we have to calculate the opening capital. This topic is important. You always get question of 4 marks for calculation of capital and interest on capital. Okay. So, and interest on drawings also. Okay. So, just revise. Formula for calculating the opening capital is closing capital plus drawings minus profit. Okay. This we will apply when our capital account is fluctuating. Okay, since current account is not given, that means it is fluctuating. Okay, so here this is the formula and this is the way how we have to calculate. So whenever interest on capital is to be calculated, we have to see that whether it is closing capital or opening capital, and interest is always calculated on opening capital. Okay, thank you. So in the last question, question number 28, that was direct question to calculate the opening capital and interest on capital. Now next question, question number 29. In this question, two agreements are given to you, okay, regarding the interest on capital. Okay, so first case is that when there is no agreement except for interest on capital. Next case is when there is an agreement that interest on capital as a charge. Okay, when here first it is given that no agreement except interest on capital. Okay, that means it is only given that interest on capital is to be given. It is an appropriation of profit. In the next question, it is given interest on capital as a charge. So first, what is the difference between appropriation and charge? Appropriation will be given only when there is profit, okay, but charge is to be given even though the firm is having the loss. That means it is compulsory that if charge is given, we have to allow the interest on capital. Now here, so let's summarize the question here. Here we are having two partners, Molly and Bholly. Our capital account shows a balance of rupees 20,000 and 10,000. Ratio of the profit is 2:3. Interest on capital is 6% per annum and profit is rupees 1,500. Here in this question, your interest on capital is more than your net profit. That means appropriation is more than the profit. Okay. So whenever appropriation is more than the profit, here appropriation will be given in the ratio of interest on capital. Okay. Here this if you calculate the interest on capital, Molly's interest on capital is 1200 and here Bholly's is 600. Total is 1800. But we are only having 1500. So this 1500 will be divided in this ratio, and this is called as ratio of interest on capital. So when we are having less amount to distribute, first what we have to do, we have to calculate the ratio of interest on capital. How we will calculate? First you write the interest, then bring that to the least form. Okay. So 1200, 600, common 0 is deducted here, left 12, 6, then we can bring it to the least form, that is 2:1. So what is your ratio of interest on capital? 2:1. Now this 1500 will be divided in the ratio 2:1. Molly will get interest on capital 1500 into 2/3 and Bholly will be getting 1500 into 1/3, that is 500, 1500. Okay. So if your appropriation is less than the profit, then interest on capital will be divided among the partners on interest on capital ratio. Okay. The next case 2, here case 2 is given that when interest on capital is a charge, then when interest on capital is a charge, that means we have to give the interest on capital, or we have to allow the interest on capital to the partners even though it is a profit or loss. So simply we have to solve the question as we were solving. We will write by profit and loss 1500 to interest on capital, that is 1200 and 600. So there is a loss to the firm, 300 rupees is loss here. We were only having the profit 1500, but we have to give the interest 1800. So firm is having a loss of 300, and this loss will be divided among the partners in their profit sharing ratio, that is 2:3, 2/3, 2/5 and 3/5. Okay. So these were the two questions under two conditions. When no agreement except interest on capital is given, that means it is appropriation, and when appropriation is there, we have to see that whether the profit is more or less. If profit is less, then we will divide that profit in the ratio of their appropriation. Okay, and if it is a charge, means you have to allow the interest on capital in any condition, whether it is a profit or loss. Okay, thank you.